Hey guys, I want to update you on a few fragrances that I've been a fan of, designer fragrances that were discontinued a while ago, but they seem to be making a comeback, not only at the discounters at their original look and size of the bottles, but also the brand has brought back two of the three fragrances that they had launched probably around 10 years ago. I'm talking about Robert Graham fragrances, and Robert Graham is mostly known for like these very vivid print heavy shirts, dress shirts for guys. So they launched three fragrances around 10 years ago, as I was saying, and two of the three I really, really loved. And they were gone from the discounters for a long time. There seems to be stock back again, and they're priced really great. And I want to let you guys know if, in case you're in the market for them. And I'm going to recommend the two that I really love out of the three. But all three are back at the discounters, but the brand has brought back two out of the three from discontinuation in new bottles and new sizes. And unfortunately, my favorite is not in the mix, which is sad, but they have discontinued permanently my favorite. So Robert Graham fragrances included Courage, which is this one. So my least favorite, in fact, I don't care for that one at all. It's created by Alberto Morillas. Then we've got Valour, which is my favorite. This one is sadly discontinued, not on the Robert Graham website. And then there's also Fortitude, which is this one. This is the least amount I have. But this one, I somehow have a backup bottle of it. Fortitude is actually back, and the bottles are completely different. The sizes are completely different as well. And I'll let you know all the details. But I should tell you, my favorite is Valour. This is permanently discontinued, but I highly, highly recommend it. 100 ml for $65 currently at the discounters. This won't, stick around for too long. So if you are a fan of designer fragrances that kind of sort of not necessarily smell very mass market, I feel like these fragrances are entry-level niche quality like, except for Courage. I don't care for Courage. It's very marine on my skin, but according to the website, Robert Graham website, there's no marine notes, but I'll talk to you about that when I get to that fragrance. But Valour happens to be really awesome, created by Fremont. And again, currently it's 100 ml for $65, but they're not selling this one anymore. It features notes of Brazilian coffee, Amberwood, and Clary sage. Have you guys gotten your nose on this? I was recommending these fragrances as great designer, options for the guys for a long time. If you search my channel for Robert Graham, fragrances of this house will come up. And this being my favorite, followed really closely behind with the Fortitude. And for me, what I like about this one, there's that warmth here. It's once again ambery, but it's spicy and sweet. And you've got woods in there, some aromatics because it has clary sage. And there's a soft, warm, herbal coffee amber thing happening here that's super cozy and amazing smelling for, a mass market designer offering. When these fragrances launched, they not only had these 100 ml bottles, but they also had these big flacons with the look of the cap here. This one has this bulldog, and they had the actual bulldog as a cap on top. I don't think those exist anymore. And the bottles actually now are also much more simplified and smaller. I believe they're 75 ml bottles, and the 75 ml bottles suggested retail are around $100. So these are 100 ml bottles, and of course, as I said, Valour is completely discontinued. But if you like that warm coffee, amber, spicy, aromatic kind of a combo of notes, this is definitely one of the best designer fragrances that was launched within the last 10 years. I do have a little bit. I should probably get a backup. See the bottom right there? It says Valour. I should probably definitely get a backup because it's quite good. And this is how much I have left of Valour. And definitely one of my favorite men's designer fragrances. If you got your nose on that one, let me know. Add a comment below. Let's move on to the next favorite fragrance. So the next favorite fragrance of mine from Robert Graham is Fortitude. And I'll show you the bottom here. So Fortitude is created by Ilias Ermenidis, and I believe all three perfumers at one time worked for Firmenich, I don't think Harry Fremont is still perfuming. At least I don't know for sure. But Alberto and Ilias Ermenidis are both with Firmenich. This is my second favorite, Fortitude, followed really close behind the Valour, which again, as I said, is my favorite. But Fortitude is also really, really awesome. 100 ml currently for $64. These are great smelling fragrances, you know, entry-level niche style fragrances from designer houses that are under $100. So again, they're currently re-released. This one and Courage, Fortitude and Courage are re-released. 75 ml bottles for just under $100. They're $98. So you've got 100 ml here for $64. Totally worth it. This features notes of tobacco absolute, patchouli, and tonka beans. It's a great combo. I really love that combo. It's ambery, you know, you've got that tobacco-ish touch. It's not tobacco smoky. It's more about leafy tobacco, but I like the earthiness of the patchouli. There's definitely a sweet, ambery, a spicy kind of a thing happening here. It's warm, it's enveloping, but also kind of earthy and a bit, you know, that super sexiness of patchouli that comes in here. And of course, there's a vanillic vibe happening as well. Really, really awesome fragrance. Again, it's designer fragrances that don't smell like a lot of other designer fragrances. Courage does. That's why it's my least favorite. But Fortitude and Valour are so good. And again, currently priced so great. 100 ml for around $64, $65. I think it's definitely a no-brainer for autumn. These two fragrances are perfect autumn fragrances, as I highly recommend them for autumn. And this one is like a kind of a deer horns. It's got the horns there. And then this bottle in the larger flacon size bottle had the actual deer head on top. So I don't think those exist anymore. And as I said, they were discontinued. And on the website of Robert Graham, it says back by popular demand. So they've brought back Fortitude. And the next fragrance I'm going to talk to you about is Courage. But again, Fortitude, it's not a smoky tobacco, I should say. It's more about the leafiness. You really kind of experience the leafiness of the kind of like a dry, a bit musty kind of the smell of tobacco leaves here. Sweetened and made earthy. So it's ambery and, you know, it's got that patchouli. There's a spiciness in here. So really, really wonderful. I highly recommend this. If you don't buy it now at 100 ml bottle for $64, later you can buy it for a 75 ml bottle for around $100. But the better value, obviously, is currently these prices. And also, with these bottles, and these bottles actually look a little better than the current bottles. They're a bit more simplistic and kind of boring looking bottles. So if you are into bottles, I recommend these bottles over the new bottles. So that's Fortitude. Awesome scent. And the packaging is like this. I should show you because it's the only one that I have left in the packaging. And who's familiar with the brand Robert Graham? Let me know. So this print right here is the kind of prints they have on the Robert Graham shirts. They were a bit too wild for me. I'm a bit more simple. So there were once in a while I'd find shirts that I liked from this brand, but a lot of them just went a bit too, like this is super paisley to me. And I would never wear that. It's just too much, happening in that shirt. So least favorite of the bunch is Alberto Morillas' creation. It's Courage. That's not the right strip for it. I don't think I pre-smelled this one in advance because I knew that I didn't care for it. The other two, I had to kind of refresh myself because I've got these fragrances put away. But I was surfing online and I came across the fact that these are at the discounters, and for a long time they were gone. But Courage, as I said, is my least favorite, created by Alberto Morillas. But this is currently selling for $85 for 100 ml. It's much more expensive, like $20 more than the other two, which is kind of weird because this is my least favorite of the bunch. I wouldn't wear it. And it does have a kind of a sulfuric, kind of a seaweedy thing happening here, even though they don't mention it. It's bergamot, Guaiac wood, and Citron vodka as the notes. So let's go ahead and give it a sniff, even though I don't care for it. And it's typical. It's the style of Alberto Morillas. He does fragrances like this. Ever since he did Aqua de Joe, he does the kind of marine-ish touches, aquatic marine-ish touches quite a lot. So it's very fresh. I wouldn't say it's clean smelling, but it's definitely very citrusy and woody. But behind it all, even though they don't claim or they don't credit all the notes for the fragrances, each of the fragrances credit just 3 notes. Here, this one, it's ambery as well. In addition to its amberiness in the dry down, behind it you can kind of pick it up. It's amber woody is what I'm trying to say. There is that marine thing in there that's mixed in, which they're not claiming is in there. But I wouldn't rush out and get that one, but maybe you might like it. It's not a favorite of mine. That is Courage. You can see it right there. This one has kind of a pilot with glasses on it. So yeah, this one actually currently is selling for $85 for 100 ml. Still, I think it's a good deal, but the current bottle is 75 ml for $98. 100 ml for $85 is a much better deal. But I wanted to do a video, just let you guys know these are back again. Not every one of them. Valour is not. So Valour is the one that's the most important. I think you should go after right away because it's so good. I love it. For a designer, it's so good. It's kind of in the level of my love for a fragrance like Bentley for Men Intense or Tumi's Continuum, Brioni's Eau de Parfum Intense, those kind of fragrances. They're definitely worth having, especially if you love wearing designer fragrances, but maybe designer fragrances that are not very mass smelling. For me, the one that's mass smelling is Courage, but Fortitude and Valour are definitely really, really awesome fragrances. So check out the deal. I have them linked in the info box, or actually I should say I have them tagged within the video, and you can click and take advantage of those deals. And just letting you guys know, as I said, because for a long time these were gone, but there's plenty of stock out there from somewhere. I don't know where, but there's plenty out there. And then, of course, the brand has brought back Fortitude and Courage. Anyway, thanks so much for watching today's video. If you have sampled these fragrances, let me know if you like them. Which one is your favorite? Do you like Courage? Because I don't care for it, but maybe you like it. Do you prefer Valour over Fortitude? Do let me know. Add a comment below. Otherwise, guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. Hit that subscribe button, click the bell icon as well, and also give a thumbs up for this video. I appreciate you tuning in. As I said, see you guys later. Bye-bye.